It's been very interesting. I think it's a total different side. What you see or what you do on court and what actually happens off court. It's yeah, I know you deal with different things, or you deal with the same things in a different way. For example, I mean, when you're playing, you deal with certain personalities on court, but as soon as you're on the side, you deal with these personalities on a different spectrum. Now you have to manage personalities differently than you would have when you're on court. So interesting, very interesting. Not really, because of being in leadership positions before, like being a captain, you kind of tap into the other side of being on the side of the court with the coaches. You have a lot of interactions with the coaches. So being in that leadership position really helped a lot with the transition. I didn't have to think too much because I kind of understood a few things that were happening. So not really, not really. Not at all. It's been very easy. I think going back to me having a leadership position, I think these are players that I played with that I respected and respected me. So going forward, they still see me as someone that was a leader, that still is a leader for them. So not at all. I think for them as well, it was an easy transaction. It was just okay from captain to okay coach, okay coach. And on court, I used to try as much as possible to take leadership and to give leadership. So it made it very easy. Not really. I think obviously people are expecting results. You don't want to move backwards, we want to move forward. But I think for us and what we said as a team is that, you know what, if there's any form of pressure, it's pressure that we'll put upon ourselves. But also we can't ignore the external pressure. But again, pressure for us is what we keep on saying to the team, we keep on saying to ourselves that pressure is a privilege. And if we get that pressure, it's a privilege for us, it's an opportunity for us to actually prove people right. And to actually show them that we can climb up. I mean, the mandate has been made clear from the coach, from the team, from everyone on management that we want to play that promotion game. So it's pressure that we are putting upon ourselves, but with each and every single game that we take, it's something that we constantly and consciously working towards. It's not just another game, it's we need to perfect this game in order for us to be able to compete and not just participate in the promotion game.
Well, definitely gold this year. We should have had it 2 years ago and we didn't, and then last year again. So, but we're climbing the steps, so I think we're gonna skip the silver this year and just go for gold.
I think it was amazing. I think a lot of shocks. Teams showed up that we didn't expect to show up. Watching the first few games before we actually played, we saw, listen, the other teams were very constant. But I think one thing that happened last year was this team was beating that team, but that team beat that team, which didn't make sense. And we made it very clear to ourselves that if a team beats us, it must beat us because they were just better than us on the day, or we just lost against ourselves. But we're not going to fall into the trap of they beat us and then we beat them, and then we need consistency all the way. And that's what we are working towards. That's what is on the table, and that's what everyone is supposed to know.
Well, I think they started off very, very well. I think the last game, the only thing is we have to go back to basics. That's the only thing we lacked. But the first 3 games, it went very well, and I think it's a good thing for the team to start it off as good as we did, because last year obviously we didn't start that well. So I think it's going to be good for us for the next few games as well.
No, extremely important. I think for a lot of the players as well, I mean, this kind of intensity is a shock to your body, especially if you haven't played in big competitions for a while. So the rest was really needed. We had a few injuries or little niggles that were going on, so that had to be sorted in the week. And had we not had the 2 weeks, I don't know how we would have handled it. So having that time to rest has been great, and obviously with us now going back and being able to train and do anything else and just fix whatever it is that we need to fix and to help ourselves going into the second leg or the last bit of the first leg and the second leg, it's really been great.
Well, I think this weekend is one of the best things we could have done. Obviously, the girls are training at home. It's difficult for us to get together every day. Obviously, we can't. Everybody's working and we're staying way too far from each other. So I think this is the best thing we could have done. And that's why we're working on the basics, the things that we saw in the games that we're going to play now, the teams that we're going to play now, so we're working on that. Well, so just before we started playing the matches, they gave us a few instructions on things that we have to work on for the game for Friday. So I think we're supposed to be.
Extremely ready. I think mentally as well, the girls are on a different level this year. Physically, obviously, like I said, we had a few niggles, but that is sorted. I think with their game last year, I wasn't there. I just watched it from the TV. But with the preparations that we really put into it, we changed our training plans completely to really prepare for each and every single game. So, listen, we are ready.
Faith, thank you so much. Wishing you everything all the best.
Thank you very
and
much.
We'll see you in Pretoria at the Headquarters Arena
Yes.
On